Welcome everybody to King's Bounty 2. Before I get started, I'd just like to say, yes, I did take my paladin run down. It is completely gone. And that's since the audio was scuffed. I did have a few of the videos left that weren't uploaded, and their audio wasn't bad, but since the start of the series was scuffed, I just want to remove it, and I'm going to do another run of the paladin. It's just not going to happen right now. We're going to be starting, and we're going to be doing Catherine, the mage, the sorceress. When dealing a allied units have a chance to remove. Here we go.
Get up! Come on, hurry! The warden is calling! Are you really going to save Nostria, as they say?
Huh. That's an interesting opener. What are you driving at?
You can discuss it with Warden Valber. Come out of that cell, I'll escort you.
Well, if the warden himself is asking, how can a simple countess refuse?
Let's go. You know the warden doesn't like to be kept waiting. The sooner you get to his office, the sooner you'll learn everything. I can tell you this much. It's good news for you. Were you bored sitting in prison? I think you'll have fond memories of this time in future. During your 6 months inside, quite a lot has happened. Rumor has it the king is dying, and that Montier and the prince can't agree on how to divide power. I sense that we'll be seeing a fresh batch of prisoners soon.
You hear what Nessim said? The dwarves refused to supply the fire. They ran after who knows what.
Breakfast: water, bread. Lunch: bread, soup with water. Dinner: corned beef, water.
No one will let them go farther than that. And the opening near Witch's Stone is being knocked down right now by Rossum's golems. It's better not to be on the wrong side of it.
Your belongings are in yonder chest. Take everything
In
or
the
you'll
chest
freeze
down
to death.
yonder.
The prison's warmer than outside, slightly. Pestilence has
The
struck
chest, yeah.
Montpetrie. The quarantine is everything.
I still feel like she's going to be cold.
You're
Is it
free
just
to
me, or
reach
is it
out.
feeling like the mouse sensitivity is quite high? It's a bit better.
Disturbing, Sir Warden.
Selected remarks of His Majesty the King, collected by court writer Flavius the Wisecracker. Okay, this is kind of pointless.
Here, out into the cold.
Then, so much fuss and all for what? Who the hell do you think you are, making me wreak havoc in my prison?
I'm Catherine, Countess
Is
of
it
Rigor.
just me, or does he look a
in
bit
case
different?
you've forgotten.
Well, well. I heard a little more than that. As Flavius the Wisecracker eloquently wrote, there's nothing new in this world. But I haven't received a letter like this in all 7 years of my tenure at Crucis. Prince Adrian orders that you be freed and sent to Marcella. Also, you won't be leaving here on foot. I was ordered to return your gold and belongings, provide you with a horse, and, let me read it aloud, allocate some of my own garrison as your personal guard. Madness!
As that same Flavius the Wisecracker of yours wrote, there is always a kernel of sense in madness.
Whether the prince is sane or not is of no consequence. I cannot disobey my liege. Bastion should have returned your money and belongings by now. If he didn't steal them himself. Quartermaster Aston will supply you with weapons. As for gold, you have plenty already. Go to Decim to collect your guards. He has a platoon of troublemakers he's wanted rid of for a long time now. He'll be glad to hand them over. I also advise you to purchase some dogs for the road. And what else did His Highness request? Ah yes, a horse. Levitt the stable boy has a soft spot for nags too old and worn down to work. I'm sure he can pick one out for you.
It looks like the local climate has changed your temperament for the worse.
Garrius' son actually turned out to have some mercy. Do you luggage? What do you need, human? A shovel, perhaps? Have you been sent to the stables, too?
Careful with your words, short one. I'm a countess. Don't you dare compare my royal self to a stable hand. Now give me a weapon and be quick about it.
Oh, sacred forefathers. Why would I ever do that?
Because I'm free again. Any more questions?
By Mactus's horns. This is the first time I've ever seen a human leave Crucis on their own 2 feet. If you got gold, treat yourself to something new. Go ahead. Aston didn't shortchange you on equipment. I warrant you'll survive the Albion Highlands. Go, human. May your body be as hard as flint, and your soul as clear as crystal.
Well, a dwarven poet.
What are you doing? The lumberjack... Halt! What are you doing here? You're not permitted to be wandering about like a stray cat.
I'm no longer a prisoner, Decim. You're to give me a suitable number of soldiers as escort to Marcella.
So, Centurion, it's true. The warden received a missive from the prince ordering the provision of a guard troop for the prisoner. Former prisoner.
Huh? Never heard of a prisoner being released. Ah, well, I believe I have some laggards and troublemakers I can spare.
Can I go too? Oh, how I miss the sunny warmth of the capital.
No, Bastion, you're not rotten enough to let go. I can still make a decent guard out of you.
I heard your worthless conscripts are accompanied by mangy fighting dogs.
The only thing you'll be getting for free is a family of bedbugs. I spent a year training those hounds. Now, if we're talking about an exchange of gold for flesh, that's another bowl of kibble entirely. You'll get the best dogs in Nostria.
Sounds too good to be true. Are they really worth the price?
These recruits might not be the brightest candles at the feast, but my fighting dogs are as fierce as the warden himself. You won't regret a single gold piece spent on these animals.
The warden seems kinda, I don't know, worthless. It seems like he's quick-tempered. Well, it's good to have passion in a fight, you know. A quick temperament is not beneficial to anyone. Hello?
Ah, it's you. You're the one who poisoned that scoundrel Claudius. It's a real pleasure to meet you.
I wish it were me, but...
Don't be modest. You did a great thing here, and history will not forget you.
I think I've seen you somewhere, stable boy. Were you responsible for delivering horses to Rigurn? Oh, by the way, what I really need right now is a horse.
All you're asking is a horse? Just a horse? Have no worry. You'll get our best. Saddle up quickly. You've probably forgotten how to ride after half a year in a cell.
You can go now. Actually, wait.
What now?
I wanted to warn you about Sentry Golems. Be wary of them once you're past New Tyrene.
Tell me more about the golems.
The mage Rossum took them to clear a landslide. What they lack in brain, they make up in brawn. Since they don't know you've been released, they're liable to crush you. As you pass the southern ruins, find the Archer's squad commander, Ansel. The Royal Messenger said the squad will join you and augment your escort. I'm hoping that by the time you get there, they'll catch the marauder who's been raiding abandoned houses. Wonder why old Baron Garrius didn't turn him into a chicken.
Who's this Baron Garrius? Another escort?
That's up to his magicness. I have no authority over him. Perhaps he'll decide to leave these cold, inhospitable lands for the warmth of the Mage's Tower.
Come on, mount up. I picked out the very best horse for you. He's calm and obedient. Stand into the ground. The wind.
Oh, did they change the way the map looks a little bit? I don't think they did they? Am I crazy? Crazy. I know I'm crazy. No way I'm not crazy. I heard they did have a few updates this last time I played. So it's
Not
nice that the horse
surprising that
section
people
was
want to leave the
faster.
Highlands. The climate here is worse than in Rigor.
First fight of the thing, simple as always. But we all knew it was going to be a pretty simple task. Okay.
Oh, I read about this statue. I need to find its hands. It doesn't work.
Okay. These are us. That's for y'all. It's now. Come here. Oop.
come over here.
Who are you?
Are you from Crucis? Quickly, come with us. Run.
I'm not running anywhere. Explain yourself.
I'm a lumberjack. We're nothing but dwarven woodcutters, honest. We cut down trees and send the lumber onto Crucis. The humans have all left the valley. Only us and a few locals remain. Stein is our chief. So then this Lupin, a man from Riggin, arrives at our village. He was stirring up trouble, trying to recruit the remaining human hunters to join him in his wicked deeds. Then Lupin's men seized the village. They captured Stein and are trying to start a fight with the dwarves. Things could easily turn bloody. We took them in purely out of kindness, and this is how they repay us. Disgusting! Help us! Quick, run! You don't make the rules around.
Hey, Lupin, look! One of the Crucian prisoners, another victim of Claudius and Balbert.
You're just in time. We need another strong arm right about now.
What makes you think I'll help you?
You're human. This concerns you too. These jumped-up dwarfen lumberjacks have it too good. They're living like little lords on handouts from the fort, from that damned Valbert. We local hunters, on the other hand, are being oppressed. Only I, Lupin, can grant any hope of justice.
Don't you remember how they treat prisoners? I worked for Valbert myself until I escaped. You'd turn blue if you'd seen what I'd seen. Most of them are rotting alive in there. Not because they're bandits or murderers, mind. Just because they dared say something about the drunkard king. It's not humane.
Ah, so you're on the side of justice. What's your plan?
We've decided to seize Crucis.
We're going to starve the fort by cutting off their access to food and fuel. When we triumph, we'll free all the prisoners.
But the dwarfs are against us, so we need to force their hand. Then it will be Valbert's turn to answer for his misdeeds. If you're not going to help us, your other option is to spill our blood. Human blood.
We're an evil sorceress. That ain't gonna change. Second fight, pretty easy. Oh, so everyone is aware, I did keep it the very first playthrough.
We showed those shorties
that
his
will
boss
stand.
here, didn't we?
Now nobody stands between us and the royal shipments.
The jailers will be feeling that cold soon. And if they try to get wood on their own, our arrows will turn them into pincushions.
I can see you'll do fine without me from here on out. I'll be wanting my reward now.
Our guys have already opened the dwarven warehouse. Here, it's nearby. Go take a look. You're welcome to whatever's left.
I never noticed this path. Say hi. You guys aren't happy, but you know, what can I really do about that? I'm gonna be using a lot of the units that I'm just not familiar.
We kicked those little beardlings soundly, if I dare say so myself.
I love how I can take the horse. It's actually now is faster now. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my horse. It's faster now. Instead of just talking about how I could, I'm gonna do it. When I first started playing this game, like the very first thing, so slow. We're gonna get to do a whole lot of different things in this playthrough that we didn't before, which is gonna help me to actually enjoy this playthrough. Oh, I don't need to get up for this. We're actually played this a few times now. It's like,
The mage left his dummies without supervision. I should find him.
I've played this a few times now. This game to me did not have a lot of replayability, but I know people did like to see the gameplay and see how I played through some of the different things. So I wanted to redo the series and actually have them all up. But yeah, like I said, this game didn't have that much replayability for me. Like it's a fun game for what it's worth, but there's just things I genuinely think about it, and to me that was more over enough to not want to play more. But they are still improving the game, so there's always, you know, there's a chance. I'm hoping that I'm gonna really like her playthrough, and that's gonna be game changing. I know the Paladin playthrough is definitely my least favorite. It was definitely the easiest of the 3 playthroughs, which you guys didn't get to see yet, but you will get to see.
Something's wrong. Could have come up with something more difficult.
You, prisoner! What are you doing here?
Prince Adrian set me free. I'm headed for Marcella.
Amazing. Was your assassination attempt on the king forgiven? I was certain the world would run out of mana, and gold be cheaper than clay before such a thing came to pass.
I didn't poison that idiot.
Maybe so, maybe so. Wondrous things are happening in Nostria. So what caused you to interrupt my meditation?
Your golems, Rossum, they're blocking my way. Kindly remove them.
Since you were summoned by Prince Adrian himself, so be it. But I hope you don't believe mages always work for free. Erblidi immobilatus!
I wouldn't, but clearly you're not a good mage, so you're not worth money. Anything that I need? Nope.
Is this Baron Garrius' magic? Somebody wants me to visit that abandoned village. The Batil gates are to the left, and to the right, I can see the Mage's Tower behind the houses.
Where do you suppose that...
Halt! Who goes there? Ah, it's you. Finally. While you were wandering around like a lost chicken, we captured a marauder. No idea how he got here, to be frank, but that's Valba's problem. Our task is to escort you to the Batil gates and see you on your way.
Are you in that much of a hurry? You must be cold.
The Batil gates guard should have been here to meet us a few hours ago, but there's still no sign of them. We built a campfire though and heated up some stew, so I'm not complaining. Make yourself comfortable. Check out Helena's recruits. Once you're ready, give me the signal and we'll move out towards the Batil gates.
Works. The starting area is always the most bland. It's trying to break you into everything.
Another ghost town. Everything's been abandoned.
Yes, yes, it has. It's definitely amazing. Like you might not believe this, but this character definitely does not have the most
And to
bland
think
dialogue.
they tried to live here.
I couldn't really. There's a lot of okay. So in this game, playing through, there's a lot of bland dialogue, which is
Frost cuts me to my very bones. How could anyone live here?
not very enjoyable. You know, if all of a sudden, you know, everything was just so bland that you couldn't handle it. Yeah, I know I'm pretty monotone myself, and I am working on that, but they paid people for these this voice acting, and it's definitely not what I call quality voice.
So much effort
It's
wasted.
easier to say that than it is to, you know, putting it together. Yeah, of course, right? Not saying they didn't try. I'm just saying this game has very bland voice acting, which is quite a.
It's some kind of riddle.
What was this?
If only there was some kind of hint. I'm sure I can think of something else.
It's okay. South, no, north, northwest, southeast, southwest, northwest. Yeah. Honestly, don't know what I did there. we go. Here we are. Now we're also hoping we're not going to stop having the encoding issue. Hopefully we can now go through and not have to worry about that problem as much.
Thank the Creator, I've been heard. You solved the riddle of the portal, so you're definitely no dark spirit. Who are you, then?
Was it you who led me here? Was the sigil on the road your work?
So it is, though my abilities aren't what they once were. Thankfully, I still had strength enough to inscribe the Morning Star. That's what led you to me.
What an old-fashioned name. Where's it from?
Morgus Thaumaturgical Catalog, of course. And the Ether Seal is holding the entrance to the cemetery shut. My name is Baron Garrius. My colleagues and I once attempted to warm the Albion Highlands with rune magic. My knowledge of the runes is vast, but it did not save me from an ice-rimed death. Look at what's left of me.
I see. You worked here even before Archmage Alberine.
Ever since then, I've been waiting for people to return here, to the Town of Bliss. But I am bedeviled by the Dark Spirit and his servants, the Cemetery Ghouls. Long ago, I inscribed protective runes on every building. But since then, their power has dwindled. Soon, the Dark Spirit will freely roam the streets of Bliss. I am too weak in this form. Please, visit the different rooms and read the mantras of power. Argo vires imago.
What's up, Dago?
Argo vires imago.
He sounds more passionate about the others, but of course the others aren't matched. One's a commoner, one's a former knight.
Argo vires imago.
Or I guess mercenary. I have a former warrior.
Argo vires imago.
Better? Yeah, I think that's better. This one's the only one that's actually a mage that's doing that deck.
Argo vires imago.
The protective runes weakened the Dark Spirit, allowing me to leave the tower. Yet I am still very weak. I believe I told you about his minions, the Cemetery Ghouls. They dig up graves and devour the cold bones of the dead. We must stop this desecration and destroy the spirit itself.
And it's down to me to destroy it. How did I know it would end this way?
Exactly. If the spirit banishes me, my research will never be completed, and Bliss will forever remain cursed. I promise that once you destroy the army of the Dark Spirit, every valuable remaining in our mage's abode will be yours. I am lifting the Ether Seal. You can now enter the cemetery.
Pretty easy fight. Pretty easy.
Thank you. Now I can continue my research. I promise that one day the elements in these harsh lands will bow to my command.
But not anytime soon, I imagine. I don't think I will live to see your triumph, Baron Garrius.
I'll toil day and night, and I will prevail. I am especially certain of my success now that I have the aid of those who, not so long ago, were slavering to gnaw on my bones.
Something tells me the cemetery ghouls have a new master.
All for the prosperity of the Albion Highlands. To restore those glorious northern territories, I am ready to command the dead. I will become a necromancer and do whatever else it takes. If you wish, you can command them as well. I can give you control.
Careful, Baron Garrius. Necromancy is a black abyss. Practice it, and you might end up a dark spirit yourself. Or worse.
Easy. Acquired 5 XP. Finding all the 5 scrolls. 1 XP per scroll. Technically, even though it's literally just clicking the scrolls, it's still probably not worth it. 'Cause the slight difference it takes you in time. Like, you're gonna take like... Oh, you're gonna take more than a second to get each of those scrolls. And I wouldn't say...
Still not
1
frozen
XP is
solid,
worth a
Archer.
second.
I'm ready.
But there's probably more
The
than
march
that.
should hopefully warm us some. I'll lead the way.
Soldiers, formation!
Look, some kind of disagreeable beast ahead. We must clear the road or we won't see Batil Gates anytime soon.
Clearing the road. Here we go. Clearing the road. Hello? Would you like to help me clear the road, Piggy? If I was sure that I wouldn't, if I was sure that I wouldn't accidentally save over one of the, playthroughs, I might do them all, like, simultaneously. Like, do each, are different every day. However, I can't, so I won't. And I'm not going to be rushing through this series by any means, just letting you know. Like, there might be days where there's neither King's Bounty 2 video. And it's just going to have to be what it is. Because I want to make sure that, oh, thank you for here again. 2 for 1. Yeah, but I want to make sure that I actually get through this content. Not like it was at the end, just basically. Just trying to force myself to do it, to say it. Because I don't feel like the best. I guess that. This game, I definitely don't hate it. And I did like to play it. But the trade-off was you had a world that's very, very, very barren. What it is right now. And well, the game still is going to take you a while. Most of that was just walking. Yeah, the amount of walking that you do was just insane. Why wouldn't I have walked? And the horse's movement speed was basically the same as. It's basically the same as just walking naturally. So.
Please don't kill me. It's not my fault, I tell you. It was her. I tried to end it all, but I didn't have the will. Have mercy.
Wait a second. You look familiar.
I am Fabian from Crucis. I was captured wandering about these dark ruins.
Ha! I recognize you now. You're that marauder who was looting the ruins of Bliss. Do you not fear the undead?
Not so fast, Ansel. First, I want to find out what he's so frightened of.
The witch Amarantha. She lives on the mountain. Her magic compels me to attack travelers, but she's also... She is so beautiful. Wait, I've said too much. I must go.
Marauder or not, leaving him be is dangerous. He's a bit strange, this one. Maybe you should follow him, see where he went. I'll go check what awaits us on the road. Let's meet at the Batil gates.
Run ahead then, Archer. I'll consider whether or not he's worth pursuing.
Oh, I had to bring the letters to Garrius. Oh. I thought I just had to collect them. So wait, is it 5 for each one I collect?
They've opened, even though I didn't ask them to. Is this Baron Garrius' doing, I wonder? I found these letters in the Albion Highlands. Do you wish to see them?
Oh, you found them. Yes, I remember. This one is written by Sylvie. She was always unsatisfied with something or other. And that's Joseph, of course. Good lad. Size of a mountain. And this one. Yes. All these letters never reached their destination. They never got sent. The disease, the cold, the exodus.
Did the authors survive?
If memory serves, they all managed to leave. But their descendants shall return. When the sun shines warm and welcoming upon the Albion Highlands, then they shall return, I am certain. Then I will show them the missives of their ancestors.
Very well. I'll leave them with you then. Why were you so quick to run away? Perhaps you are a marauder after all. That's the simplest explanation.
Wait! Listen to me. Yes, I confess I am guilty, but I wasn't running away. I wanted you to follow me. I promise to tell you anything you want to know. But what's important right now is to stop Amarantha, the Mountain Witch, before she destroys us all. She's terrible. She took me under her control. And it's all because of her damn past.
Her past? A joyless one, I suppose.
When Amarantha was still quite herself, she said she had been a student of the powerful Archmage Nevetus, who performed magic in the Crownlands, but his sorcery was destroyed. Amarantha fled. She said that Nevetus was after her as if she were a slave. And now the Blight is devouring her mind. Stop her!
What for?
She feeds on the souls of the innocent, performing sorcery on the mountain, in the ruins of the fortress. But the path there is currently closed off. If you activate the magic crystal, the way shall open. But unfortunately, I don't remember how it is done. Perhaps her sorcery is to blame. She may have used it to erase my memories. Oh, Creator, give me the strength to remember.
This is such an easy thing to do. The fact that they didn't make this more difficult
Just the thing.
is a huge missed opportunity, or at least they can make it creative some way instead of just crystals on the ground, but
Did
on
it work?
pedestal. And this is not something that you could see anyone having any difficulty with. Pretty obvious. Pick it up, put it there. Easy, you just solved the mystery.
Found something. Just
It's
the thing.
subtle details, I think, that really take a game to the next level, and fortunately this game missed all the subtle ways it can improve. That is pretty sad.
Right.
Who knows? I still think this game could have potential to be good. And they are changing stuff up, so you never know, they might get it.
Who's there? Is that you, sweetheart? Come. Come to your Amarantha. We'll meet in the Wonder Grove. Near the rattleberry bushes. What's this? An intruder? Have you come to serve me? Then I welcome you.
Serve you? Please. Look at yourself, what you've turned into. You feed on human souls.
I need their souls. I want to exist. They shall protect me. Protect from the void.
You're beyond salvation. Well, I must destroy you.
Okay, here we go. Finesse, baby. Honest. Why didn't they get a chance to go? Think about it, I think this will definitely be the hardest. We shall see though. He barely survived that one. Heck yeah. I think we're gonna get to the Batil gates before we go out of that one. We won't go over. We'll go over next time. I am gonna be trying to make sure that there's a video coming out every day at least. It's just not gonna always be this.
Finally, that damned witch is gone. I'm free of her. At last, I am free.
Your relationship really soured there at the end.
How wonderful. Does this mean I can return to my normal life?
Your normal life at Cruces? Well, yes, why not?
Amarantha. She caused so much sorrow. I will keep reading her records. Keep trying to understand what happened to her.
If you read it before going to sleep, you might end up one of the undead yourself.
Oh no, not me. Enter the portal and I'll open it. May the Creator protect thee.
Well, we got 2 talent points. Yo.
Where are the sentries? What the devil is happening to this country?
Actually, you know what? I think we will to the Batil Gates today just to get that part done.
Just the thing.
Yo. Finally have a weapon.
I need to think about it, I guess.
Did I have on original? Gosh.
I should draw the attention of the guards on the other bank somehow.
What is this nonsense? Where's the guard? Why is the bridge up? Ring the bell. Have them lower it.
Hold on, Ansel. I sense death magic in the air. And it is recent. Can't you feel it?
Yes. Yes, something is very wrong here. Here, take the scroll of healing. We confiscated it from the Marauder before... Well, it doesn't matter. It'll be of more use to you anyway. I don't know what to do with it.
Even if I have anything for me back there.
You! Halt right there! Let's see your letter of passage. Now. Have at them, boys! Take no prisoners!
That's very unreliable. Why would you launch a shot from all the way in the back? Got the flank to bite him. Guess it's on this one. Fire! The last move. Suck. There we go. Easy, right? So I'm not sure what other series we're starting today. Is
Those aren't our men. They're bandits. Hey, answer me.
We're not cut out for this. Run!
Destroy them! Every last one!
Who are you running from? Them? I told you not to be afraid.
There you are, mortal. I, the Great Dumbrazzle, grant you permission to ask a single question.
I've seen plenty of worms. And their bones. Why are you here, Dumbrazzle?
I was paying a debt to an old elf. My promise is fulfilled, and now I'm free. Thank your patron. And farewell, mortal.
Victory is ours! See to the wounded, haste thee a horse, hie thee to Marcella for succor, call out to the Knights of the Guard, now! Or rather, as you were. The fight seems to be over. Horace, Legate of the Royal Guard, at your service. It's you, Mistress.
Catherine, Countess of Rigorn. Though I confess, if we have met, dear knight, I do not recall.
My name is Horace. I'm Legate of the King's Guard. I will escort you to Magnus's Bastion.
Your timing is impeccable. An attempt was just now made on my life. Surprisingly, it wasn't the cronies of my fool nephew, Maurice. Even more surprisingly, I was rescued by a dragon. It is most urgent we get to the bottom of this.
A dragon? Sure. My men will investigate the Batil Gates attack and question the survivors. And you, my lady, please come to the court under my protection. Prince Adrian doesn't like to wait.
cares what he wants?
Loyal subjects, I, King of Nostria, by the grace of Elu, have gathered you here today. The time has come to renew our oaths.
Cease! Cease, rulers of the world! The time of oath is over! The blight is coming. It cometh quicker and quicker. Devastation awaits. Death and ruin. No one will be spared. But the Savior is already here. She is among you.
Cathon, shut him up!
Accept this path, Chosen One. Follow it to the end. Do not fear, for I will meet you in the void.
Don't let... Stop!
Get her to Crucis.
Well, well. There's our valiant guard. With loot.
The King's Counselor Montier. What does he want?
Wait. I require but a moment of your time. Well...
Your Excellency, this personage has an audience with His Highness, Prince Adrian.
Ah, the prince is so fidgety. But he's not waiting for you, is he, Horace? I have some questions for you. Please stay. And you, go keep your appointment with the prince. But afterwards, return to me immediately. It is a matter of utmost importance. What's happening in the Royal Guard, Legate Horace?
We serve, as we always have.
Who's that?
Dearest sister, how does the throne room suit you today? Don't you think that was...
Okay, everybody, and with that, that is the very first part of the King's Bounty 2 Sorcerer's playthrough. I'll see you next time, and I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.